Alright, welcome back to KPTV right here at youtube.com/KrymzonPainTV. Now, KP is on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we got a blog spot, we're kind of all over social networking. iTunes. We're on every social media outlet that we can kind of think of that's popular and stuff like that. And then we've got personal accounts on almost every single one of those as well. So we're familiar with the social networking format and the way that things work, and
seems fun.
It's come to our attention that there's something called social networking depression. Depression. Which we just kind of wanted to touch base on our thoughts about that. I've heard of it over the past couple weeks and stuff like that. It's kind of becoming more out there, and studies have been done about people on Facebook and Twitter and just any type of social networking that can get depressed because they don't have as many friends on their page or as many followers or whatever compared to someone else and stuff like that. It's kind of sad that the way that technology is nowadays, that people rely on it as almost a lifeline.
Technology is basically everybody's go-to anything. I mean, computer is number one. Everybody, you look at work now.
Mm-hmm.
I use a laptop at work every day. That's how I activate equipment and everything. You go to stores, everything's all computers.
So it's technology's getting to the point where everyone uses it. Social networking is a way to keep in touch with your friends and your family and people you don't even know and make new friends and stuff like that. So now it's basically people are getting emotionally attached. I guess that's the proper way to say it, right? They're getting emotionally attached to these websites and these different networking places and stuff where people are starting to get upset over it. And my thoughts on this whole subject is, okay, people with depression, it's been proven that there's a chemical imbalance. A lot of it could be, people could be subject to being depressed and stuff like that because of medical causes.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between being chronically depressed and just being sad or depressed over something. And then I think I don't know, it's kind of a hard subject to touch because it's if you're getting to the point where you're depressed over, God, I've only got 50 friends on my Facebook and so-and-so's got 600, why don't people like me and stuff like that? It's not real life.
Yeah, I mean, cyber life, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
Most of the people that you meet on there, you're most likely not even going to meet in real person. Maybe. Maybe one day you will, but it's not really that important.
Yeah.
It's not important who has more, I think if anything, express yourself more individually on there, and who cares? To me, I've never cared. I don't care who likes me, who doesn't, who likes what I like, whatever. I could really give a shit less.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is kind of hard to, some people might, most people nowadays, you don't interact with people anymore. You don't go, at school, you see, before, when we went to school, we went to school, we went out afterwards, and, we never really sat down and did shit. We were always doing stuff outside. And,
yeah.
All the kids nowadays, they don't do anything outside anymore. It's always, let's go play video games. Let's go play World of Warcraft. Let's go fucking Facebook chat each other's assholes.
Yeah, and people spend so much time on Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. That's their entire lives. It's they go to school or work and then they come home and it's just Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter. That's basically all it. I'm sure there's other sites out there that I'm missing, but that's what we see the most.
Tumblr.
Yeah. But I think people need to take a step back and kind of go, okay, well, what's really real and what's not? Because if people are getting upset over, fuck, I got hundreds of friends on my Facebook, and Twitter and stuff like that, and I don't even know most of them. Like, a lot of them are just people that watch us on YouTube, Reckless Eating, KP, and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like, I'll add anyone, and anyone can follow me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, if we interact, we interact. If not,
I actually like when they do. I mean, it's cool. Like, you know, it's cool meeting people from other countries. You know, it's a lot of people from other countries. But, like, if people didn't, like, I mean, we have at least 200, 300 friends on Facebook. Half of them don't even look at my stuff or even say anything to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, if they're looking at it, cool, whatever. If not, whatever.
And, like, I just use social networking more for promoting purposes now.
Yeah.
I use my Twitter a lot just for random thoughts and rants and stuff like that, but I use, like, the KP accounts more than I do my own personal accounts just to, like, do stuff, just to, like, reach out to people and kind of go, okay, hey, this is what we're doing and stuff like that. But I think the social networking depression could become a very serious matter.
I
agree.
agree.
If this is something that's already kind of come to light and it's becoming apparent to people that it's like, okay, well, so-and-so's depressed because people don't accept their friend request, or so-and-so's depressed because of they don't have as many friends or followers as whoever else, and it's just kind of like, I think those people need to take a step back. And it may be hard because, like we said, that's becoming a life for people. Mm-hmm. Social networking is intertwining with real life of what's real and
start to forget what's real and what's not.
Yeah, and what's just the internet. And I mean, like, when it comes down to it, we've always had a very small group of friends.
Yeah.
Like, in real life, like, we've had just a handful of two of real friends that, like, we would call and hang out with and stuff like that, and, like, we've always kept it small. But I guess for some people, they need that feeling of there's hundreds of people that pay attention to me.
Yeah. Like, to me, it's a form of, like, attention whoring, but not, like, on purpose. It's not like, you know, it's like they physically need it. I don't know, maybe they're missing something from somewhere, like maybe...
It's possible.
Like, maybe their upbringing wasn't very good and they didn't get as much attention as kids, or you know, it could be anything.
Yeah, or, like, lacking something in their relationship where they need attention from other people, and...
There's, I mean, really...
It could be a million different ways, but, I mean, if you're starting to if you get upset over something via social networking, you may want to seek out a solution to it, whether it's stop using these sites altogether or talk to a professional about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't know where to begin going about it, but there's got to be someone you could talk to about being like, hey, well, like, I'm depressed because I don't have 600 followers on Twitter and stuff like that. So,
well, I mean, like, to me, what I think would be best, like, you know, at least to figure out if you think you're starting to feel that way, maybe just shut off the computer or whatever you use for a week and see if you feel any different.
Go outside. Go talk to people face to face.
Go play in the park.
Yeah. There's got to be something else. But we just kind of wanted to touch on it, kind of give our thoughts and feelings about it. And
we care about you.
We do. And we're all over social networking as it is. So it kind of, it's crazy that we could be interacting with people that could be labeled under having social networking depression. So
it's true.
Seek out a professional. Or just turn off the computer and go outside and go talk to people, family, friends, stuff like that. And we're here for you.
Don't disclude yourself from everybody and just, you know, get stuck in a little box, because that's the least thing you want to do.
There is a life outside of that computer screen that you're actually looking at us.
There's real people, not just networking.
Yeah, exactly. So that is it. Stay tuned for more KPTV coming soon.